Hi. Guess what? 2 weeks from today, actually almost less than 2 weeks now, there'll be no more O'Blamer in the White House. You want to know something? In 2 weeks, I just might celebrate. I might actually have a shot or two of tequila or rum or something like that. I'm not the type that gets drunk, but you want to know something? I just might. To celebrate that Marxist Muslim lying a-hole is gone. But you want to know something? He may not go out quietly within the next week or so. Because it really sounds like he's trying to start a war with Russia. Trying to say that the Russians hacked into the voting stuff or wherever it is, even though they didn't. Yeah, they might have used the emails to show how stupid and creepy the Hildebeest and O'Blamer were, but not significantly enough to affect the vote, because when the Electoral College did a recount, it hurt Trump. It hurt Hildebeest more and didn't hurt Trump. He actually did better. So much for the rigging of the polls, if you know what I mean. But anyway, due to the fact that O'Blamer just may not go out quietly, I really doubt that he'll start a war with Russia. But who knows? He might fulfill Daniel 8, chapter 8 in here. And I'll read you Daniel 8 and see what you think. Well, basically what Daniel 8 is about, it's about this ram that's having a fun time in the Middle East. You find out the ram is Medo-Persia, which is located in current Iran today. And it's pushing here and there, like north and south and toward. Anyway, none can deliver out of its hand. But then this he-goat comes from the west, and many people believe that it's Alexander the Great, comes and destroys Media-Persia, conquers it, and they think that's what they think Daniel 8 was written after Alexander the Great. But if you read it, it sounds like whatever happens with Alexander the Great and Media-Persia takes place again in the future with the future Antichrist. He comes, he breaks it, he breaks the two horns, which could be Sunni and Shia Islam, and becomes great. And then, anyway, then it sounds like what it sounds like he becomes the Antichrist. So anyway, instead of O'Blamer causing a nuclear war with Russia, maybe he will become that he-goat, and with color not touching the ground, break the two horns of Islam in Iran. So we'll see here. I'll read it to you and see what you think, okay? Okay, chapter 8. Now, I've had this Bible since I was 9 years old. It's fallen apart. I taped it back together again. Actually got in the Mormon church when I was a Mormon. And you want to know something? The Mormon church, the Book of Mormon and the Bible, they contradict each other. Yeah. But I was actually looking through the Book of Mormon today, and it really, really reads like the Bible. But anyway, all right. And it's kind of funny. All those chapters in the Book of Mormon say, except for the last one, the Book of Moroni, they all say, and it came to pass, and it came to pass, to the point where I think the Book of Mormon should be called, and it came to pass. Except for Moroni. It really sounds like Joseph Smith was doing a good job of copying St. Paul when he was writing Moroni. Okay, anyway, chapter 8. In the third year of the reign of King Belshazzar, a vision appeared unto me, even unto Daniel, after that which appeared unto me at the first. And I saw in a vision, and it came to pass. Oh, and it came to pass. Yeah. When I saw that I was at Shushan, in the palace, which is in the province of Elam, which is part of Iran in our time. And I saw in the vision, and I was by the river of Ulai. Then lift up my eyes and saw, and behold, there stood before me a ram, which had 2 horns, and the 2 horns were high, but one was higher than the other, and the higher came up last. I'm thinking it could be Shia Islam. It starts staying up over Sunni Islam, because right now Sunni Islam is being defeated in Iraq and Syria, because to me ISIS is Sunni Islam. It's Sunni Islam personified, and thanks to Russia, Iran, Shia is kicking Sunni Muslim upraised Sunni Patootie in prostration. Okay, I saw the ram rushing westward and northward and west and southward, so that no beasts might stand before him. Neither was there any that could deliver out of his hand hostages. But he did according to his will and became great, especially thanks to Oblamer giving Iran so much money to build nukes and stuff like that. Okay. And I was considering, behold, an he-goat came from the west, on the face of the whole earth, and touched not the ground. And the goat had a notable horn between his eyes. It's probably half black and half white. All right. It touched not the ground. The reason why it touched on the ground, because if Oblamer really does attack Iran, he won't use ground troops. He'll use missiles, probably. Okay, I came to the ram that had 2 horns, which I had seen standing before the river, and ran unto him in the fury of his power. And I saw him come close unto the ram, and he was moved with choler, means anger, against him, and smote the ram, and brake his 2 horns. And there was no power in the ram to stand before him. But he cast him down to the ground and stamped upon him. And there was none that could deliver out of his hand. None could deliver the ram out of his hand. I guess Putin doesn't help him, if that is Iran here. Therefore the he-goat waxed great, very great. Now, see, this is, I think, talking about Alexander the Great, but what happens here seems to mirror later on with the Antichrist. Okay, anyway. And when he was strong, the great horn was broken, and for it came up 4 notable ones toward the 4 winds of heaven. And out of one of them which came forth a little horn, which waxed exceedingly great toward the south and toward the east and toward the pleasant land, which would be the Holy Land, which I think is Israel. Okay, now out of that supposedly is going to come the Antichrist, okay? All right, we'll see here. All right. And it waxed great even to the host of heaven, and it cast down some of the host of the stars to the ground and stamped upon them. Atheists love to have fun with that one because they think that means real actual stars. You know, it's like, oh, look, stars coming down. Well, I think stars are the kind of like a... now remember, this is supposed to be a third of the host of heaven fall down. And I think those are demonic spirits coming down. Okay. Yeah, he magnified himself even to the prince of the host, and by him the daily sacrifice was taken away, and the place of his sanctuary was cast down. And an host was given him against the daily sacrifice by reason of transgression, and it cast down the truth to the ground, and it practiced and prospered. Then I heard I heard one saint speaking, and another saint said unto that certain saint which spake, How long shall be the vision concerning the daily sacrifice and the transgression of desolation, to give both the sanctuary and the host to be trodden under foot? And he said unto me, Unto 2,300 days, then shall the sanctuary be cleansed. I think that's 6.5 years. So I guess if you see Iran getting blasted by Oblamer, I guess that'd be the start of the tribulation. And it goes for 6.5 years. Okay. And it came to pass when I, even Daniel, had seen the vision and sought the meaning, for the meaning, then, behold, there stood before me as the appearance of a man. And I heard a man's voice between the banks of Ulai, which called and said, Gabriel, make this man to understand the vision. So he came near near where I stood, and when he came, I was afraid, and I fell upon my face. Muslims like to say I had his patootie in there when he fell upon his face. But he said unto me, Understand, O son of man, For at the time of the end shall be the vision. So if you see Iran getting blasted by either Oblamer or Blamer's great grandson or Blamer's great grandson, you know that it's the end time here. Okay. Okay. Behold, I will make thee know. Yeah. Yeah, shall be. Then the man, which I saw, having two. Then excuse me. He says, the ram, which thou sawest having two horns, are the kings of Media and Persia, which are located in Iran in our time. Yeah, and the rough goat is the king of Grecia, and the great horn that is between his eyes is the first king. And I think this is talking about Alexander the Great here. You know, I better quit here. I don't think I have enough time to finish this. Bye.